Hi there, fifth grade. I hope that you are having an amazing time and I hope that you are super well at home. Yesterday we had the Zoom meeting, the live class, and it was super nice to see you there. If you miss it, well, try not to miss it the next time. We are practicing our play Peter Pan and it was really nice. I hope and I know that you are doing an excellent job. I know that it's going to be really nice and your parents and your dads, because it's for your dad, they are gonna love it like I'm loving it so much. So today we're gonna do a review about the present perfect tense. I know that some of you are tired of this topic, but I think it's super important to keep practicing because sometimes it takes a while because we can forget about it, about the structure and etc. So let's review. Remember, we have a lot of usages for the present perfect. Most of the times we use it when we don't want to express or we don't want to mention when did something happen, or we don't want the people to know when did this happen, or we just don't know when it happened. Okay, so we have the structure that you always need to start with the subject in positive and negative. Okay, next to it you need to add have or has depending in the subject. Remember that has is used with he, she, or it. Okay, and next to it it's gonna be the verb. En este caso dice be free, B3. It means like the third verb, the verb that it's gonna be in past participle. Okay, so an example says she has written an essay. So we have subject, have or has. In this case it has because our subject is she, and the verb that is be3 is in present perfect. Okay, structure, subject, has or have, and next to it you need to add not. Okay, she has not written an essay. Okay, what about the questions? If we want to write a question in present perfect, we need to start always. Remember that in the question most of the times we change the order between the auxiliary verb and the subject. In this case, the auxiliary verb is has or have, next the subject, and the last thing is the verb in past participle. Has she written an essay? Has she written an essay? Or if it was have you written an essay? And that's it. Okay, so I hope you don't have more questions about this. If you haven't copied examples, I've been showing you a lot of examples, but if you haven't copied any of this, I think that you should copy this, at least these three examples, copiar estos tres aunque sea, and write present perfect. She has completed the running. This is an example. He has done his homework. Okay, this is something that he did in the past or he completed, but we don't know when it happened. Okay, so for today we're gonna do a notebook activity about it, and it's of course present perfect, and the instruction says answer the questions about you. Use the present perfect in your answers. So we have 8 questions. Number 1, how many countries have you traveled to? Number 2, what interesting food have you eaten? Number 3, what famous people have you or person have you seen? Number 4, where have you lived? Number 5, what languages have you studied? Number 6, what dangerous thing have you done? Number 7, how much money have you spent today? Number 8, have you seen a ghost? Number 1, I'm gonna answer a few just as an example. Number 1, how many countries have you traveled to? And the answer, vamos a contestar usando the positive structure. She has written an essay. I need to start, remember, we need to start with the subject, I, todas deben ser con I because we're gonna answer about ourselves, about yourself. I have, the auxiliary verb, I have traveled, y aquí mismo nos están ya dando el verbo. I have traveled, si se dan cuenta todos los tienen. Travel, eaten, seen, lived, studied, done, spent, and seen. They are in past participle. Ya están en pasado participio. Nada más tenemos que hacer nuestra propia respuesta. Ya no tenemos que pasar nada a participio porque ya están. I have traveled to Mexico, and that's it. I have traveled just to one country. That's it. Number 2, what interesting food have you eaten? I have eaten like different kinds of seafood, okay? Number 3, what famous people have you seen? I haven't seen any famous people. So if you want to make a negative sentence, for example, saying, no he hecho esto nunca, nunca he viajado a ningún país, nunca he vivido en otro lugar, well, you're gonna write using a negative sentence. For example, what famous people have you seen? I haven't or I have not seen any famous person. And that's it, okay? We have 8 questions, but if you have questions about this, you can send a message to me. I know that sometimes it gets hard for us to make this kind of sentences because it's kind of difficult. But if you need help, please make sure, be sure that I'm going to help you. Just if you ask me, because if you don't ask me for my help, of course I can't know that you need my help. And that's it. I'll be waiting for you to send this activity copied on your notebook, of course. On the notebook, write today's date and your name. Send a picture to me, and if you have questions, I'll be helping you. Don't forget to practice your play. You have all the weekend to practice. I know that you can have your free time, okay? But you can just read it one time, etc. once, 2 times, and that would be nice, just so you can practice. That's it for today, kids. I hope to see you the next week right here as always. Have a nice and amazing weekend. I'll be super ready to meet you on Monday. See you then. Bye.